Zillow is predicting that home prices in San Jose will drop in 2024. Are they right? What does the first month of the year say? Well, stay tuned. Hi, I'm Theresa Wellman with Homeowner Experience Real Estate, and today we're getting into the closed data for January 2024 and giving you our first market report of the year. If you watched our last video where we did predictions of the year for 2024, then there were a couple factors I said I'm going to report on every month to keep our pulse on what's actually happening in the market. And today we're going to get into those factors and some other details. Okay, so here on my screen you see some of the headlines. This has been on the NBC Bay Area News, it's all over Zillow, and they've been playing it over and over. And if you search on Google, these are the predictions that you're seeing, that Zillow is saying San Jose will go down 6% in 2024. They also highlight different areas throughout the country, but saying San Jose is going to be one of the worst hit areas. Is that really true? Well, I disagree, and we're going to get into why. So, like I mentioned, if you've watched our San Jose housing market update that we posted about a month ago, I predicted an increase of 6 to 8%. So completely the opposite direction of what Zillow, but about the same amount. And we talked about the market factors that we're going to watch and track are going to be interest rates, the number of homes for sale, and of course you've got local market dynamics that if you're looking at a specific neighborhood, you need to be well aware of that neighborhood or even micro neighborhood of what's going on. So let's look at some of the San Jose area factors that are happening right now. The first big impact is that tech stocks are doing really well. Look at this green line showing the S&P 500, which has gone up the last several months when home prices actually softened seasonally. So if you watch that forecast video, I did talk about how this typically tracks each other. So as you can see, home prices have popped up, and I believe they're going to continue to follow that S&P 500 numbers, because that means our local buyers have more down payment funds in their stocks to go ahead and make a purchase. Now, here's another fact. Interest rates have improved and been staying pretty good over the last 8 weeks. You see here a chart of the 30-year fixed on the blue line, down since mid-October, all the way to kind of a leveling point. So the Wells Fargo rates were at 7.125 at that peak, and now they're at 6.125 for a 7-year, 6-month adjustable. Now, if you look at the 30-year fix, it's about 6.5%. And of course, there's some variables there, but the point is we're holding in that mid to low 6%, and interest rates are better than they were a few months ago. Now, the number of homes for sale, the other factor that we want to track, is actually up from December, but you know what? That's very expected and very seasonal. You see here on the chart that the low was 96 in December, and ending January, we were at 120 single-family homes, just a tiny bit of an increase. Here on February 6th, when I'm recording this video, it's up to 145. So slow increases that we're seeing, but these are still the lowest numbers we've seen in over 2 years for homes available for sale. January 2022 was pretty low, and then prior to that, we saw no numbers this low in any month until December 2017. So again, record low inventory still holding in this market. Now let's look at some facts of what happened with the market in January. Now, buyers are really out shopping, and I'm going to share a story here next on some actual numbers. But the pending sales are way up, 20% increase from December. We would expect that again, but that's a big jump. Overbidding is increased. It's 4.7% over asking on average. So both huge signs that the market is taking off in a positive direction, not down like Zillow was forecasting. So what is the actual pulse in the market? Again, last month I talked about I have all these listings coming to the market and I have some activity. So I'm going to share the very first listing that we put on the market on January 15th to give you a feel of what I'm seeing out there. Buyers are for sure out shopping. They've got that extra stock money and they're ready to jump in. There are still very few homes for sale, and interest rates are holding, like we said, in the mid-sixes. Now, the results of this property here on Medallion Drive in Almaden Valley, the open house was absolutely insane. Over 95 groups through the open houses Saturday and Sunday. 25 private showings in under 7 days. The first day had 12 showings, pretty intense. I think buyers were racing to try to get a preemptive offer, but we ended up setting a deadline. And Zillow, we had 5,200 views. Redfin, 3,700 more views. And YouTube, over 300 views on our video. So what were the results? Look at this. 24 disclosure packages out, 6 disclosure packages fully downloaded. resulting in 4 offers. And we sold this property more than 6% over the asking price. So you saw in January, the closings, the average was 4.7%. This is giving me an indication that we are going to probably see that percent over increasing. Again, all positive signs that the market is swinging upward, that appreciation is happening. Buyers, you want to get in before those prices go up too much more. If you've watched my video about buy now versus wait, you're going to see the numbers actually broken down for buying today versus waiting until rates are at 5.75. And you know what? If you refinance and what all those numbers look like in this scenario, it's pretty eye-opening. I really think you should check out that video. I'll put it above. And sellers, it is a hot seller's market right now. That is for sure. Look at that activity we had on Medallion Drive. So I'm not sure when more inventory is coming. That is going to be our variable for sellers right now, because that means more competition. But also a home prep is really crucial. So if you've got to do some things to get your home ready for sale, that's worth your time and energy for sure, because buyers are looking for an easier move-in ready. The nicest homes are getting the most activity. So what do you think? Do you think prices are going to drop in 2024 with this momentum we've already seen in January? I don't know, but I disagree with Zillow, and I bet you probably do too based on these facts. But what we need to do is obviously stay tuned to these market indicators so that we can keep an actual pulse on the market. What are interest rates going to do? How many homes for sale are we going to have? And I will just caution you, I already see 100 homes coming soon on the agent only view right now, just in San Jose alone. So there is a lot more inventory coming. That is almost 2x what we currently have on the market. So that is a huge jump. If we see a lot more inventory, factors could change. The only way to know is just to keep or pulse on this channel and get some real data. And then if you're looking in a specific neighborhood, you're going to want to follow the actual local market dynamics. So subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up on the pulse of what's going on, and check out the pulse of the actual neighborhood you're looking at on our website. Here's the San Jose housing market data. We've got an indicator of seller versus buyer's market, as well as metrics on the active homes and the inventory and how it's moving. So I really hope you appreciated this information, and I look forward to connecting you. We love to work with our YouTube viewers, and we would love to hear from you about your home search and how we can help. Thank you.